Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you from Sprague Field in Wellesley, Massachusetts, where unfortunately the game I was here to cover started a half hour earlier than I thought it was going to. That's my mistake. Maybe I should have double-checked the schedule at the start of the day or something like that, but I thought it was starting at 4:30, started at 4. This high school freshman boys soccer contest between the Brookline High Warriors and the Wellesley High Raiders here in Wellesley. One goal already scored by Brookline here early in the first half, scored by Brookline's number 5, Takumi Terajima. And so that's where we stand with a 1-0 lead for Brookline, as we're just going to try and keep up from here on out. Again, my apologies for the earlier start to the game, which resulted in a later than should have been start to my stream, but we're going to keep up from here on out. Wellesley controlling the ball at the moment. Number 73 tries a pass to the middle. It is blocked. Recovered by Brookline's number 24, Philip Dalbianco. Pass it back there. And they work it to the outside to number 27, Ishan Bandari. Intercepted there by Wellesley's number 39. Barely keeps it in bounds. Gets it back to 61. Towards the middle, goes to 71. Another long pass to 76. Give and go back to 71. Pass back forward to 76. They work it back and forth, but disrupted there. Knocked away and stolen by the Warriors. Cleared out by number 20, Axel Hom. Gets it up to number 15, Oscar Liu. Further upfield, Wellesley trying to block it here. Could not be pushed forward, but it's intercepted by number 8, Eiji Nishizawa. Now it's Terajima with it again. He's got one goal already. Pass to the outside to number 12, Zach Sherland. A pass back now, pass back forward. I believe it's Sherland with the ball again. A pass back, and no, it's a crosser. It looked like it might have been a shot, might have been sliced a bit off the foot of number 7, Clement Bonifu. This clear blocked, and a long shot from Bandari is going to go high and wide. Oh, sorry about that. So a goal kick coming up for the Raiders. Brookline up 1-0 here off a goal from Takumi Terajima. Wellesley keeper setting up to send in this goal kick. He's going to just slide it across to one of his center backs. Trying to dribble, and good pressure pursuit from Oscar Liu. Sends pass through, looking for Nishizawa, knocked out of bounds. That's going to be a corner kick for the Warriors. Fans, one thing to note is that I'm working with a new mic here. It's been working well so far the past few games I've worked it, but if it at all seems of lesser quality than what you'd expect from my live streams, I encourage you to speak up and say something either in the live chat or an email, as I want to give you guys the best I can. Sebastian Chappell sends in the corner, and it does connect with a teammate there. Passed back outside to Chappell, and an offsides call. Defense jumps up and makes it an illegal spot for the offensive players. And so we'll have a free kick for Wellesley. Also, let me know if the camera angle is working all right. Usually I take a little more time to set it up, but obviously with the game starting earlier than I expected, I was in a bit of a rush. Ooh, nice through pass from Wellesley here, and an offsides called. That's going to stop the attempted rush by number 73. Free kick coming here from Bandari. Boots this one upfield, deflects off 71. Pops it in the air to himself, and now slides one out to the far side. Dribbling, and it's a chase down. Oh, Terajima does draw the trip. Almost got the takeaway. Instead, he draws a foul. And so we're going to have a free kick coming from Brookline. Setting up to kick this one is Axel Hom. Sends it bouncing along, deflects forward. It's a chase for it, and it's going to be... Oh, the goalie almost couldn't pick it up, and Oscar Liu was right there to apply the pressure. but the goalie does manage to get his hands around that one. Punted up the middle, blocked by Bundari. Nishizawa gets his foot on it, tries to slide a pass, but it's knocked away by 76. Gets it up to 77. He's trying to pop it to the outside. Good coverage on that side by the Brookline defense. I think it was Dal Bianco who was in coverage there, knocking that one away. No, my mistake. It wasn't Dal Bianco. It was number 18. Am I reading that right? Yeah, I think that's number 18. As we got a whistle, I think a foul call going against Brookline there, so free kick coming up. Yeah, number 18 not listed on the roster, so maybe I saw it. But if anyone knows who number 18 is, I encourage you to let me know in the live chat. 71 sends in the free kick, deflected away, and recovered by Chappell. Chappell kicking it forward, blocked by 71, as he had Braden Scott Ogungbadero was streaking up the field for that attempted pass, blocked off. Hudson West, the first half keeper for the Brookline freshman team today, punts that one way downfield, gets to Terajima. Poked loose by the Raider defense. Battling for the ball. 39 gets a pass up to 71. They send it up the far side. 75 taking it down the sideline. Kicks it towards the middle, and Hudson West comes out to block that one away from the crashing striker, number 77. West's punt downed by Chappell, but a little too far away from him as it's taken away by 71. 71's pass blocked by Dal Bianco. Chappell tries to tap that one forward. Not going to get enough roll on that on grass. Now another pass broken up. Good defense by Brookline there. The pass goes up to Terajima, sending it forward. Finds Lou. Lou streaking down the field. Lou picking up speed. Lou still going. He's starting to run out of room on the back line. And no, it's still in. No whistle. Brookline staying with it. A pass back to Lou. Tries to tap that one through. Cleared out by the Raiders. That one's going to be out of bounds. Got a bright, sunny day out here today, and the sun facing towards us from this vantage point, unfortunately, but I think the camera still gives you a decent enough view of the action. As we've got a sub in net here for Brookline, looks like. Midway through the first half, that's strange. Usually you see a substitution in net at halftime. Not entirely sure who the goalie is, but I assume that it's Daniel Hewitt. But I'll be listening to see if I hear a name. In the meantime, Bundari running up with it. A pass, finds his target, and cutting off Scott Ogungbadero was the Wellesley defense. 67 dribbling with space to work. A long kick forward. 77 sprinting up for it. The goalie comes back out and kicks it away. Goes right to 71, though, but Ham gets his foot on it and sends it up. Nishizawa now takes it. Pass up, looking for Braden Scott Ogungbadero. Scott trying to fight through. Scott gets through, but pursued from behind by 72, and he clears that ball out. Gets it up to 67. Bundari knocks it loose. Pass back, finds number 7, Clement Bonifu. Pass back to Dal Bianco. Forward to Bundari. Bundari goes right back to Dal Bianco, who swings it across to Ham. Ham pass forward, tapped to the outside by Bonifu. Gets out to, I want to say 18, pass to the middle. Just barely out of reach for number 14, Rokib Coker. Taken away by Wellesley. This pass goes back to 37, across to 76, back towards 80. 80 sends it all the way back to the keeper as Lou was in pursuit. Out to 72, now up to 61. 61 turns around, kicks this one upfield. 71 takes it and tried a touch pass forward, but a little too much under that one, and it flies out of bounds. The new keeper is Finian Harris. Thank you so much in the live chat for the help with that one. 71 got into a physical tussle with Bonifu there, and Bonifu is called for the foul. Quick free kick up the middle. Knocked free by Del Bianco, and Hom corrals it and gets it to the outside. A long kick coming in, and that's going to fly high and over the bar. Thank you in the live chat to Adam Harris for helping me out with that one. Finian Harris, the sub into the net in place of the starter Hudson West. The last time I covered the Brookline freshmen in their game at Natick, I saw Daniel Hewitt and Hudson West in net. Now I get a chance to see Finian Harris between the pipes. Harris with the goal kick, bounces past Coker, but gets up to a different target. I believe that's Tarajima. His kick is blocked. Recovered there on the far side, but a pass to the middle. Misses the mark. 37 takes it away. His kick blocked, recovered by Coker. Coker to the outside. Now they work it up the line. Maybe that's number 19, Maxime Louvet. Passes back to Hom. Hom up to Coker. Coker dribbling up with it. Trying to find some room, but his pass knocked away. Recovered now by Dylan Callagher. Callagher trying to send one through. Tarajima does take it. Tarajima weaving around. A pass deflected, but does get forward. Pushed forward by Lou, but no one to take that pass, and there wasn't enough on it for a proper shot. Easy save for the Wellesley netminder as he punts this one away. Bouncing upfield, 67 tries a pass, intercepted by Bundari. Gets it up to Del Bianco. Del Bianco dribbling. Moving back and forth, trying to get the opening around his defender. Now gets a pass up to Nishizawa, tapped back to Del Bianco. Goes to the middle to Lou. Lou turns around, pass one forward. Hard ricochet there. It's taken by Tarajima. Pass to the outside to Louvet. Louvet evades a defender. Dribbling in. Long shot is wide of the net and out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Wellesley as we got some subs checking in. The sub that just checked in goes off his head. That's number 10, Enzo Mabrook. Now Bundari recovers, passes forward, knocked away from Scott. And 37 escapes the defensive pressure of several Brookline players and draws the foul. Quick free kick going upfield. 77 streaking ahead for it. No offsides call. He's juking around, looking, shoots, too high. Gonna just lower this camera just a bit so we get a slightly better view. Again, my apologies. Set this camera up in a bit of a rush. This game started a half hour earlier than I thought it was scheduled to, so when I arrived, they had already started, so I was a little late to set up for this stream. Brookline with a 1-0 lead off the goal from Takumi Tarajima. Finian Harris with the goal kick. Sends it out to the near side and kept in bounds there. Or it was never called out of bounds. That was very strange as the whistle was not blown. I mean, it looked like it was out of bounds, but the ref did not see it that way and didn't blow the whistle. Couple deflections there. Rolls up to 67. Pass broken up by Hom. Recovered by 71. Sends it forward. Stopped by Del Bianco. He tries to kick it away. Knocked back. Now Bundari, as they're just hitting it back and forth and back and forth. And we got a push in the back against Wellesley. And a quick free kick upfield by Mawbrook, but it's kicked away by Wellesley. Sent towards the middle. A pass forward to 61. 61, sending it across. Oops. Brookline running up with it. That pass deflected away, and the goalie's going to come out for it. Punts this one towards midfield. It's going to fly past everybody. Dal Bianco racing back for it. He's going to send it back to Harris, who's going to kick it away. 66, a pass, broken up by Hom and tapped to the outside by Callagher, but taken back by Wellesley's number 65. Callagher keeping up the pursuit and knocks it away. Now a battle out on the far side, and it's out of bounds, and it'll be Wellesley ball. Throw in here. Taken away by Brookline, pass back to Hom, who kicks it out of bounds. Wellesley working it down the far side, now taken away by the Warriors. Kick up the middle is blocked by 76. 76 a long shot, and it's saved by Harris. Good positioning, good read of the ball. Harris makes it look easy on that one and punts it out to the near side. Downed by Luke Perez-Lawrence, who's staying with it. Perez-Lawrence pushing the ball upfield. Perez-Lawrence tries a pass, couldn't get enough on it, kicked away by the Raiders. 67 with the ball. Past 76, taps it forward, nobody there, and Dal Bianco slides it right up to Perez-Lawrence. Perez-Lawrence sends it and a long pass up leading for Lou, and just barely blocked by the goalie, but in comes Perez-Lawrence. A pass over to Lou. His shot deflected out by the Wellesley defense. A great push from Brookline. Great movement upfield by Perez-Lawrence, Mawbrook, and Lou, as that is going to set up a Brookline corner kick. It'll be Luke Perez-Lawrence sending in this corner kick. Comes in, deflects back out to Perez-Lawrence, winds and kicks another crosser off ahead and goes high. Rokeeb Coker was in position for that one, but no dice as it goes high. Substitution, checking in for Brookline, number 17, Arthur Robinot. Checking in, replacing Philip Dal Bianco. Goal kick is completed to 61, who boots it upfield. Taken by Hom, pass up, just misses Callagher. 76 kicks it upfield, blocked by Robinot. Bundari gets to the ball first, trying to weave his way around his defender. Gets past to the outside to Perez-Lawrence. Perez-Lawrence's pass is blocked, sent back up to 67. 67 boots it upfield. A nice pass to 77. 77 tries a shot, saved by Harris. Finian Harris with a great reaction there. That is going to draw a Wellesley corner. But a dangerous push from Wellesley, just barely thwarted by Finian Harris. Corner kick coming in. Off ahead, it goes wide. It did float over the heads of all the Brookline defenders and get to a Wellesley player who did get his head on it, but just didn't have the right angle on that one, and it rolls wide. Still 1-0, the Brookline advantage. Harris setting up for the goal kick. And that one taken back by 77. Another long shot saved again by Harris. He's going to roll this one out to the near side this time, where it's taken by Bhandari. Bhandari jukes, pass across to Callagher. Callagher slides it over to Hom. Hom sends it up to Coker. Coker upfield just a bit too far, but swooping in for it, charging in, a shot saved, and a rebound chance. And oh, they blow the whistle against Brookline. Giovanni Lopez Ortiz had a huge chance for that one. Sliding foot block by the goalie, and I'm not sure if they blew the whistle for offsides or a foul or something to blow that play dead. The free kick blocked by Bhandari. Bhandari may able to push it upfield and still applying pressure, but they do pass it away. 37 sends it back. This pass blocked by Callagher. 37 passes back to 80. 80 kicks to the outside. Wellesley starting to work it across midfield. 77 with it. Pass to the outside, intercepted there. Set by Maxime Louvet. The pass deflects over to Coker, but he's cut off on his dribble. Now kicked back forward by Callagher. Racing back for it, 72. Sends it to the outside, and Ortiz keeping it in play. Trying to make a play on it. Gets a pass to number 9, Alexander Imanetti. Try to get one through to Coker, but it's blocked by 71. Coker blocks the clear kick attempt, and he sends it out to the sides instead, and it'll be a Brookline throw-in deep in opposing territory. Good pressure there from Rokeeb Coker. Couple subs checking in now. I believe that's number 22, Bryce Hellendrung, and number 4, Julian Lieberman-Wingirter. The throw-in bouncing along. Kind of whiffed on the clear there, recovered by Brookline. Callagher a shot, and it's off the hand of the keeper and out of bounds. That'll be another corner kick. We're seeing some good saves out here at Sprague Field. And it'll now be a corner for Brookline. Looks like it'll be Giovanni Lopez Ortiz. Sends this one in a little further back. It deflects around and cleared out, blocked by Imanetti. Now recovered by Hellendrung. Hellendrung, long pass across the field, looking for Perez Lawrence. Recovers it along the infield dirt there. Sends in a high crosser, and it's caught out of the air by the Wellesley keeper. Punts this one upfield. Bouncing. And it's Lieberman-Wingirter sending it back the other way. Callagher takes it. Pass up. Intercepted by 61. 61. Pass blocked by Callagher. Deflects into open space. Mawbrook takes it. Mawbrook sends it forward. Intercepted by the Raiders. Pass up to 37. Opts to go back to 72. Gets the pass away from the pressure from Perez Lawrence out to 61. Now over to 37. Up to 71. 71 up to 76. 76 sends one out to the left to 67. 67 trying to pick up speed, being chased by Lieberman-Wingirter, and Lieberman-Wingirter, good defensive stop there to take it away. Pass up, Mawbrook fighting for it. Ball's knocked loose. They're staying after it, and 77 lost it out of bounds. Brookline ball. Sub checking in for Brookline now. That is number 12, Zach Sherland, back into the game. Replacing, it is number 18. I don't know, maybe it's still Louvet. Maybe he just has a different jersey number on. Not sure. Hellendrung with the ball. Kicks it upfield. Knocked down there. Pass towards the middle. Intercepted by Callagher. Callahurst slides to the outside to Lieberman-Wingirter. Pass up, and Mawbrook tries to pass back, but off the mark, taken away by 37. But that pass disrupted by Robinot. Robinot trying to dribble through with it. Gets a pass upfield, and Imanetti was cut off there. As Wellesley now trying to work the ball through. 76 sends one up, looking for 77. 77 tangled up with Robinot, and he wrenches that ball loose again. Past Perez-Lawrence, knocked away by 61. 77 with it now, dribbling, hard collision, and they're going to call the foul on Robinot there. It'll be 71 taking this free kick. Kick from 71 is going to fly up and be taken off one hop by Harris. Harris punts this one, bouncing along. It's a race to the ball. In comes Ortiz. Just out of his reach. It's knocked away, but recovered by Mawbrook. Mawbrook taps it out to Ortiz. Ortiz, pass blocked. Coker recovers, sends it across to Callagher. Callagher winds, fires, saved. Brookline keeping up the pressure, but still just the one goal on the board so far. This one deflects the wrong way off Hellendrung's foot, but it's recovered by Sherland, sent across to Lieberman-Wingirter, and back to Harris. Harris sends it up the middle, but right to an opponent. Long shot comes in off his hands, and that's going to bounce in. Goal scored by number 67 of the Raiders. Just an errant pass there from the goalie, and the shot came in just a little too high as he had come out for the pass, which put him in a less than ideal positioning for that shot. Just a tough break there, but ultimately a learning experience. You know, these are the youngsters here. These are the freshman team. And so we're tied up at 1 apiece. Lieberman-Wingirter with the ball, passes it back to Hellendrung. Hellendrung's pass to the outside to Sherland. Sherland sending it up to Coker. Coker upfield, wide of Ortiz, but it's knocked right back to Coker. Coker dribbling up, now sending one looking for Ortiz again. Ortiz has it this time, but walled off by 76. Ortiz trying to fight to get it back. Ortiz does fight his way through, sends a pass back to Imanetti, deflects towards the middle, but cut off and cleared away. Chasing back for that ball, number 11, Joseph Shapiro, passes it back to Robinot with the slide tackle there, sent back up to Shapiro. Shapiro sends to the outside to Perez-Lawrence. Perez-Lawrence lost the ball, knocked loose by the defense. Wellesley pops this one up in the air, off the head of Shapiro, forward. Imanetti giving chase, but it's cleared out by 72. Lieberman-Wingirter couldn't get it through, but it's knocked back to Hellendrung, who kicks it upfield. Imanetti's pass knocked away, and actually Robinot, not Hellendrung, my mistake. 67 taps it forward, 77 back out to 67. His kick blocked out of bounds by Robinot. This one to the outside, 61 the pass. Lieberman-Wingirter knocked it away, but it's recovered. 61's pass, intercepted by Perez-Lawrence. Now to Shapiro, who just misses Perez-Lawrence out of bounds. 61 throwing to 67, pass back, does get to 37. Now towards the middle, 71 with it. Winds and kicks a long one, and it's tracked well by Harris. Harris punts this one. deflected down and passed back to 80. His pass intercepted by Coker. Coker sends it forward to Lopez. Ortiz now to Imanetti. Imanetti breaking through. Imanetti sending a pass up wide of Mabrook. Deflected to the outside. Perez Lawrence going to be the first to get to it. Looking. Pass towards the middle. Gets to Shapiro. Shapiro sends in a long kick, and it's going to be taken off one hop by the keeper. Now Wellesley working it back towards midfield, knocked up in the air by Robinot. Off the head of Helendrung, up to Coker. Coker dribbling, taps it over to Imanetti. Imanetti dribbling to the outside, slips, but stays with it. Gets a pass to Shapiro. Shapiro trying to fight through the defense. Stops, taps one through. Imanetti with a chance here. Shot is just barely saved by the Wellesley keeper. Almost lost it through his hands there, but manages to cover it up. Punts this one to midfield, downed by Helendrung. Shapiro fighting to get the ball, stumbled, and instead it's picked up by Perez Lawrence. Perez Lawrence trying to fight through multiple defenders, keeping the ball so far. Turning around, looking. Now gets a pass through. Imanetti, a shot, and Imanetti scores! Alex Imanetti off the assist from Luke Perez Lawrence. Just good, first good ball handling from Perez Lawrence. Almost panicked, but kept his poise, didn't try and force anything. Saw the opening to Imanetti, and Imanetti just sending a nice low left side shot to the corner. And it looks like that's actually going to be the last play before halftime. So Brookline with a stoppage time goal to retake the lead. And at half, our score, the Brookline High Warriors 2, the Wellesley High Raiders 1. During this break in the action, I'd like to take a moment to direct your attention to some helpful links down in the description section of this video. First off, there is a link to the official Venmo account of the Friends of BHS Soccer Booster Club, which supports all 6 Brookline High soccer teams, boys and girls, varsity, JV, and freshmen. So if you'd like to donate some money to the Booster Club, you can send it there through Venmo. Also in the description section, you can find a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight for today, the Brookline Community Foundation. For over 100 years, the Brookline Community Foundation has been a trusted partner, supporting Brookline by investing in organizations and initiatives that help create opportunity and promote equity for everyone who lives, learns, works, and plays in our community. Among the foundation's many grant programs is the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School, which provides graduating BHS students with scholarships to help fund post-secondary education. Your help is crucial to supporting these Brookline youth as they embark on the next steps in their educational journeys. Visit brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442 to learn more about the BCF Scholarship Fund for Brookline High School and how you can make a difference right here in Brookline. Once again, brooklinecommunity.org or call 617-566-4442. And once again, all that information in the description section of the video down below. But for now, it is halftime. Brookline 2, Wellesley 1. Going to take a break, mute the mic, and run a YouTube ad break. But I'll be back with the second half of this ball game. Stay tuned. Hello again, back on the mic. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you from Sprague Field in Wellesley, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of the second half of this high school freshman boys soccer contest between the hosting Wellesley High Raiders and the visiting Brookline High Warriors. Brookline seems to have made a change in net again, back to the pink-shirted goalie, who I assume is the original starter, Hudson West. He subbed out partway through the first half for Finian Harris. Brookline with a 2-1 lead. One goal scored by Takumi Terajima, and then one right at the buzzer for halftime by Alex Imanetti, assisted by Luke Perez-Lawrence. And now, as the second half is underway, Wellesley's number 76 with the ball, passes it back to 72. 72 kicks it to the outside, deflects off a couple of heads. And downed, and it looks like taken by the Raiders. Send a pass through to the outside. Dribbling with it, trying to weave around. A pass back intercepted there by Sebastian Chappell. Sends one up the far side, finds his target. Racing up with it. Still racing up. And a shot just blocked by the defense and cleared out by the Wellesley netminder to prevent a corner kick. Sends it out of bounds. Good rush up by number 23, Elam Rodriguez. And now it's going to be thrown in by Chappell, who sent up the nice pass to the outside to Rodriguez. You can see Rodriguez trying to gain the edge down that sideline so he could send a crosser in. Oh, they say it was a corner kick. Chappell sends in the corner kick, deflects out as the kick just barely missed its timing there. Attempted clear kick by 72, blocked down by Ishan Bandari. He sends it up the outside to Chappell. Chappell taps it. Rodriguez moves it along, but it's cleared out. Going to go out of bounds and be a Brookline throw-in. Throw-in towards the middle. Intercepted by 71, but knocked loose now by Brookline. Taken well. Pass up from Bonifu. Looking for Cooper Weisman. Knocks it through. Oscar Liu had it for a second, but the goalie swoops in and covers it up. Throws it out to 76. 76 pass blocked there by Axel Hom. Hom's pass blocked by 76. Taps it back to Bonifu. Bonifu dribbling towards the middle. Pass back. Dalbianco. Philip Dalbianco with the ball. Sends a pass up to Chappell. Chappell ran out of room there. Taken away by 76. 76 lost it on a divot there. Taken away by Hom. Hom kicks it upfield, blocked. Pass was intended for Cooper Weisman. Now Chappell going to kick this one, taken back by 71. He kicks it upfield. He's looking for 79 down the right sideline. And 79 trying to cut around his defender and walled off at the last second there. A pass back, a shot goes through, and it goes wide. Chased down by 18, kept in bounds to prevent the corner kick. Doesn't even get out of bounds. 79 takes it. Battling with 18 once again. Sending in a crosser and well wide and around the back of the net. And it'll be a goal kick for Brookline. Once again, 18 not listed in the roster. There is a number 19 listed as Maxime Louvet. So if there are any Brookline fans that are recognizing number 18, the near side wing back there, and just let me know in the live chat or by sending me an email. You can see my email in the bottom right corner of your screen if you want to help fill in the blanks for me. 76 with the steal, knocked loose there. Recovered by Eiji Nishizawa, passes it back to Dalbianco. Sends it upfield, looking for Rodriguez, but stolen away by Wellesley. That one going to deflect out of bounds, last touched by Bandari. Raiders ball. Throw in Tapped up, and a battle for the ball around midfield, knocked loose by Brookline. I think it's Chappell with it, sending it up for Rodriguez. Rodriguez got space in front of him. Rodriguez taking off with speed. Rodriguez trying to battle through, gets tangled up with the defender. It's knocked loose. Weisman has it. Pass back. Lou, the shot. Oh, what a diving save by the Wellesley keeper. Percy McGushin, thank you. We've got some help from some helpful fans here in attendance today, letting me know that number 18 for Brookline is Percy McGushin. Corner kick coming in for Brookline, immediately booted away by Wellesley. And nice timing that I get to fill in the young man's name, as it'll be Percy McGushin throwing it in. Taken away by 79 here as he races up the near sideline, kicking one forward, and racing out for it is West as he gives the pass to Hom. Hom give and go with McGushin. Hom pass forward, intercepted by 39 and kicked out of bounds. Throw in. Looking for Boniface, knocked away by 76, over to 71. And, ooh, hard collision of the ankles there. 71 goes down. He is staying down as they're playing the advantage as Wellesley with the ball. As soon as Brookline takes this ball back, if the player's not up yet, they might stop play. But he is back up on his feet as McGushin steals this one. Stolen back by 39. Wellesley still applying pressure. 76 trying to break through and stopped at the last by Philip Dalbianco. This one wrenched loose by Nishizawa. Pass back. Kick from Bandari, blocked by 71, rolls out of bounds. Bandari throw in for Boniface. His kick off of Wellesley. Out of bounds, stays with Brookline. Two to 1, the Brookline lead here in the second half. As that throw-in goes off Nishizawa, out of bounds. Wellesley ball, and now they're going to stop things. 72 in too much pain in his ankle. He toughed it out as long as he could, and now he's going to be taken out and be looked at. And we certainly hope the young man is okay. You know, we always say it with all of our streams here. No matter who it is you're rooting for, the one thing you're never rooting for is an injury. You know, so here's hoping that one is one that just like really stings and really hurts, but ultimately it isn't any kind of long-term damage. Throw in here to Boniface. Taken by Bandari, booted upfield. It's a race for the ball. Wellesley's going to get there first. Sent back from 80 to the keeper. His kick downed by Nishizawa. Nishizawa gives it out to Rodriguez. Pass back, Boniface. Boniface. Pass across to Chappell. Chappell's kick blocked. Ricochets around. Chappell takes it himself. Chappell dribbling through. Chappell a pass blocked by 75, but the clear blocked by Chappell as he recovers it again. Pass back, Boniface. Tried to thread the needle between defenders, no dice, but it's almost stolen by Lou. They're deflecting around. Rodriguez had it for a second and then taken away by 73. 73 draws the foul call, as this should be a free kick for Wellesley. This one deflected down by Bandari over to Hom. Hom pass up, looking for Chappell. Chappell with space to work. Slowing things down as the space closes in, but it's taken away and cleared away. This one way up to 77. 77 kicks that one across the field to 73. 73 gets around, now blocked by Nishizawa, And it's going to be West coming up for this one. West punts this one. Taken back by 39. 39 dribbling back looking for his opening. And it's not there as it's taken away by Nishizawa. Pass back, Dal Bianco. Kicks one up for Lou. And it goes off his hand. Sometimes the ball takes a hard ricochet off your foot and just goes right up to your hand. Bad luck there for Oscar Lou. '80 kicks this one. Downed. Chappell pass back. Bonifu sends it back to McGushin. McGushin passes back to Hom now. Pressure coming from 79. Hom dribbling through the middle. Pass, give and go with Chappell. Hom now sends it outside to Weisman. Weisman sends it upfield, and Lou swoops in to get it. Lou turning around, cutting back towards the middle. His pass deflected. Hom recovers, pass to McGushin. McGushin gets it back to Hom. Back for McGushin, knocked away by 79. McGushin cuts him off, knocks that ball towards the middle. 77 trying to pass it along, but no space there. Taken back by Dal Bianco. Dal Bianco weaving through. Dal Bianco sends a pass through, looking for Lou. Lou almost got there, but the goalie scoops it up before he can chase down that ball. Punted to the outside here, gets 79. Weisman passes it back to McGushin, now up to Chappell. Chappell trying to weave around. Chappell pass across to an open man. Nishizawa tries to pop one to the outside. It's blocked. Deflected by Rodriguez. Back to Chappell. Outside to Weisman. Weisman floats in a shot, and it's over the bar, out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Wellesley as some subs check in for the Warriors here. Bryce Hellendrung and Joseph Shapiro back in the game. Goal kick given to one of the center backs as 72 kicks that one away. Deflects up in the air. Downed by Hom. Hom dribbling up with it. Trying to force one through. No dice. Cleared away by 39. McGushin swoops in to take it. Pass misses Shapiro but gets to Nishizawa. Nishizawa fires off the crossbar. And 72 trying to clear it. Blocked by Rodriguez. Rodriguez's shot is saved. So close on the shot from Eiji Nishizawa. And then Rodriguez with a putback chance. But a good closeout near the post by the goalie on that second try. Brookline tried the rush there and just missed a pass. Knocked back by Hellendrung after the clear. Weisman heads it back to Hom. Hom has a bit of an opening down the middle, and wow, that one's sliced just the wrong way off the end of his foot. Not sure if he was trying for a shot or a pass, but that one definitely not where he wanted that one to go. Subs checking in for Brookline. Looks like number 5, Takumi Terajima, back in the game. As this goal kick sent to the near side to 79. McGushin cuts it off. McGushin sends one forward to Terajima. Taps it to the outside. Shapiro going to get there first. Shapiro turning around, taps it out to Braden Scott Ogungbadero. And runs out of room along the back line, but it was deflected out by the defense. Or was it? No, it wasn't. I was a little confused because Scott was going to take it back himself, but just leaving it for the goalie. Goalie gives it to 80. 80 kicks it up. Blocked down by Hom, right over to Scott. Back to Hom, and further back to McGushin. McGushin kicks it upfield, gets past the defense. Braden Scott chasing after it. And it Goes out the back line. Another goal kick coming up. Goalie lifts this one out to 79. Scott cutting it off, fighting for it, and it's taken away by 79, but Shapiro keeping up the pressure, takes it back. Kicks one through. Terajima almost had a chance, but it's picked up by the goalie. Terajima, of course, scored an early goal in the first half. This game started earlier than I expected, so I ended up missing that one, and we got a foul called on Shapiro. This one kicked upfield, blocked down by Helendrung. Helendrung dribbles through another. Helendrung picking up speed, now sending a pass towards the outside, has a man, and Sherland's advance blocked by 72 as he clears it upfield. 67 gives to 37. Slides it across for 76, knocked away by Hom. Hom pass back to McGushin. McGushin up the middle to Sherland. Sherland slices that one. And it is going to be collected by Brookline by Bundari. Second effort, he gets the pass back up to Sherland. Sherland across her towards the middle, just out of reach for Terajima. And it's going to be covered up by the goalie off one bounce. Goalie punts this one. Deflected forward, but it's going to be chased down by Helendrung as he's going to send that one back to West. West's kick is low, but McGushin disrupts just enough to prevent an early advance, but now they're going to try and push it up, and Helendrung is going to get called for the push there. Free kick for Wellesley off the foul. Pretty close to the net here. Might be a shot opportunity, but they might try for a crosser as well, as they've got a good sideways spot here. Number 80 lining up to take this one. Making sure everybody's in the right spot as 80 sends this one in, and it's caught by West. Punts this one, downed by 72. Battle for the ball and knocked loose by Brookline as I think a Brookline player, I think Sherland took a shot in the gut from an elbow or something. This ball taken back by the Warriors. Nishizawa sends it up looking for Sherland. Sherland racing down the sideline. Sherland pouring on the speed. Sherland sends a crosser across. Shapiro's shot. Shapiro scores! Joseph Shapiro knocks it in for Brookline's third goal of the day. And a beautiful crosser assist from Zach Sherland as he recovers from taking a shot in the stomach or the ribs or something. He was doubled over but recovered in time for that rush. Good initial pass from Eiji Nishizawa to get it up to him, and then Sherland just poured on the speed. And a good crossing pass as it's Joseph Shapiro scoring the third goal of the day for Brookline. After a bit of a talk from the official to straighten some things out, we resume the action. Brookline up 3-1 over Wellesley here. As this one booted upfield, deflected down, blocked by Shapiro, but 39 takes it. A pass to the outside for 76. Goes further to the outside to 75, sending it up, looking for 79. 79 taking it down the near sideline. Crosser comes in, blocked by Hellendrung. Now a pass from Shapiro up to McGushin. McGushin trying to get around a defender, but 39 cuts him off. 39 pressured by McGushin. Lost out of bounds, they say, Wellesley ball. .75 throws it in, and it's lost out of bounds off of 79. It'll be Julian Lieberman-Wingirter subbing in and throwing that one in. Deflects off ahead and is booted up in the air by 80. Chasing the ball, Hellendrung gets his foot on it first and boots it away. Bouncing upfield, headed forward by Enzo Mabrook, who's in the game. Knocked away by 72. Blocked down and taken now by Bondari. Pass to Shapiro. Shapiro kicks it upfield, just wide of his target as it's kicked away. Deflecting back and forth. Downed now by Dal Bianco. A pass to the outside. And now Sherlin sending it up to Terajima. Terajima with a chance. Terajima's shot. Terajima scores again! Takumi Terajima. I believe we missed a goal from him in the first half, but now gets this one, and I believe that's another assist for Zach Sherland. Just a beautiful right-to-left shot, fitting it inside that left side post. 4-1, the Brookline advantage. I don't mind saying I felt bad for missing that goal in the first half, and I do believe it was Terajima that scored it. Being able to say I got at least one of his goals makes me feel a little better. Hom able to steal that ball. He passes it back to Mabrook. Mabrook to the outside. Now a kick towards the middle, bouncing along. This is Braden Scott Ogungbadero chasing this one down. Turn around, pass back, Shapiro. Shapiro fakes a pass back, turns around, dribbling in, looking, taps it back to Scott. And I think we got an offsides call against Braden Scott. Ben Francis in the live chat saying, let's go Takumi Minamino in celebration of that last goal. The free kick is taken easily by Scott, and Scott gets a kick to the middle. Rokeeb Coker faking, dribbling in, trying to fist one through, cannot, as the goalie covers that one up in a close physical play, and Braden Scott Ogungbadero is down and looks hurt. And the goalie for Wellesley also seems to be down and a little shaken up. Scott's holding his knee, though. He is walking off on his own power. There's a noticeable limp there, but seems like he's relatively okay, and we certainly hope that that is the case. The Wellesley keeper also seems to be okay, and he's going to stay out there. Luke Perez-Lawrence going to sub in for Scott Ogungbadero. As this one deflects down, Hellendrung takes it, dribbling up with it. Hellendrung going to send a pass up to Coker. Coker tried to tap one, but it's not there, knocked away by the defense. They move it upfield, lift it high off the head of Lieberman-Wingirter, off the head of Shapiro. Perez-Lawrence comes back for it, and now gets around a defender there. Tries a pass, it's blocked, and it's kept in bounds as the goalie picks that one up. This one booted across midfield by the goalie. A race for the ball. Bodies go flying, and a foul is going to be called. Good sportsmanship from number 77 of Wellesley and Bryce Hellendrung of Brookline. As Hellendrung helps up 77 after their feet got tangled up and they both went flying into the infield dirt there. Gonna be a free kick for Wellesley coming from number 80. Lifts this one towards the box, headed away by the Brookline defense. Knocked back by Wellesley, goes back to 72. 72 going to pass it all the way back to the keeper. Keeper kicks that away from the pressure from Perez Lawrence. Sherland gets it again. Sherland picking up speed. He's got 2 assists already. Sends a pass through, knocked away by the defense as Perez Lawrence was right there looking to knock that one in. Would have been the 3rd helper of the game for Zach Sherland if that had been knocked in. Instead, it's going to be a corner kick for the Warriors. Bit tough for us to see through the fans. Corner kick coming in, I think, from Shapiro. Shapiro sends this kick in off the hand of the goalie, and it's tantalizingly close, but just not there. Recovered now by Bandari. Bandari's shot is deflected away by the defense. Shapiro tries and misses to the outside. More offensive pressure from Brookline. They already lead by 3, but they are not letting up. Some subs check in on both sides. Looks like Arthur Robinot back in the game for Brookline. This kick stopped by Lieberman Wingirter. He leaves it for Hom. Hom dribbling around, looking for his options, sends it outside to Sherland. Sherland kicks this one forward. A chance for Mabrook. He gets tangled up with the goalie and stops him there. Goalie punts this one, downed by Hellendrung. Taken off the roll by 65, pass back to 73. 73 dribbling up, pass through. Now a pass back, 39 with it. Slides across, 73. 73 turns around, pass back 80. 80 looking around, pressure there, but he gets the pass away to 39. 39 sending one up, 77 matched up with Hellendrung again, turns around and passes back to 75. Now towards the middle, 39's kick blocked, and Perez Lawrence trying to stay with it. Now trying to turn the corner, blocked by 75, and out of the scrum, 39 with it. 39 weaving around, pass out to 65, deflects and is recovered by Perez Lawrence. Pass up to Coker. Coker stumbles a bit, might have been tripped up slightly. Recovered by 65. Boots this one, goes out of bounds. Checking in for Brookline now, number 9, Alex Imanetti. He got the buzzer beater goal at the end of the first half. Off an assist from Luke Perez Lawrence. Lieberman Wingirter throws it into Mabrook. Tapped back out to Lieberman Wingirter and couldn't get his foot on the ball before it rolled just barely over that sideline. Throw in blocked by Hellendrung, but ricochets back to 77. Tries to pass out to 65. Lost it out of bounds. Lieberman Wingirter throws it into Perez Lawrence. Tapped back. Oh, slipped and falls. And lost out of bounds, going to stay with Brookline. Throw in blocked by 39, rolls right back out. Throw in, Perez-Lawrence turns around and gets a pass over to Imanetti in the middle. Imanetti sending it to the outside, intercepted by 61. 61's pass to 39, taps out to 75. 75's kick blocked out of bounds by Imanetti. Got a sub checking in for Wellesley. Looks like 79 coming back in, replacing 77 for the Raiders. Throw in off the head of Lieberman-Wingirter. Hellendrung fakes the kick and now looking around, now boots it out to the far side. Completed as Dylan Callagher fights for that one, but his kick is blocked. 67 tries a pass, intercepted by Robinot. Arthur Robinot appears to have run out of room on the far sideline, but they're saying Brookline ball. Not sure what's going on there, but a throw in is complete. Sherland lifts it across the field, knocked away, back to Imanetti. Imanetti up to Perez-Lawrence. Perez-Lawrence weaves around, looking, still looking, juking around, trying to fight through, and finally it's knocked away by the Wellesley defense. Perez-Lawrence keeps up the pursuit, deflects it out of bounds. .75 going to throw this one in for the Raiders. 39 trying to fit a pass through and manages to get it through traffic. Coker deflects it, but it's 67 kicking it up to 79. 79 lifts it out to 65, and it's blocked there by Lieberman-Wingirter. It'll be another throw-in for Wellesley. Quick throw-in back to 39. Popped up in the air by Imanetti. Off the head of Lieberman-Wingirter, recovered by 65. Pass out to 76, taps one forward, 67. They lose that one out of bounds, out the back line. This is going to be a corner for Wellesley. They're trying to set it up fast. They know time not on their side here in the second half. Kick comes in, misses everybody and bounces out of the box. 39 chases it down, dribbles to the outside, a pass. Blocked by Lieberman-Wingirter, and he kicks it out of bounds. Quick throw-in goes back to 80. 80 slides it across to 72. He kicks it upfield. Downed there by Hellendrung, but recovered by 67. Slides to 76. Tries to send one through, and West comes out to cover it up. This one punted, bounces along. This one a pass back to the keeper. Shapiro taps this one up to Mawbrook. Mawbrook's pass deflects, but coming in is Sherland. Sherland breaking through. Sherland a shot, and another great save from the Wellesley keeper. This score could be a lot worse for Wellesley, if not for some strong efforts from their netminder today, as he's made a number of diving saves. Was the first goal of the game scored by Taconi? Thought so, thank you. Corner kick. Being set up. They're making some substitutions first. Here it comes, flying in. Bounces down, and it's going to be chased down by Perez-Lawrence. Perez-Lawrence winds and fires. It's deflected, taken off a weird bounce, but recovered by the goalie. Punts it across midfield, downed by Lieberman-Wingirter. Lieberman-Wingirter trying to turn the corner, get the ball upfield, and he does. Pushes it through a defender there, kicks it up the sideline, looking for Oscar Liu. And that one goes out of bounds. Throw in, blocked by Mabrook, out of bounds. .76 pass back. This one sent upfield. 67 giving chase. And I think they called an offsides there. Or no, they called out of bounds. Bit harder to see the sidelines on the far side of the field. Not just with how level our point of view is here, but also with how bright the sun is. Out of the throw-in, it's taken away by the Raiders. Long pass across to 65, back to 73. 73's kick blocked by Imanetti. 73 recovers it. A pass back is complete to 80. 80's pass up to 65. 65 sending it to the outside. And that's going to be out of bounds. Brookline ball. A substitution coming in for Brookline. Looks like number 1, Cooper Weisman. And it'll be Weisman throwing it in. Goes to Perez-Lawrence, who spins off his defender. 73 there to back it up. This one knocked back by Bonifu. Pushed forward again by 73. West going to rush out and pick that one up. Hudson West punts this one up the middle. Bouncing along, gets to Coker. Coker. Pass to the outside to Weisman. Weisman dribbling up, sends one forward to Perez-Lawrence. Perez-Lawrence looking, crosser flies in, just missed by Mabrook. And that'll be picked up by the goalie. This kick knocked down, but booted forward again. A race to the ball. Robinot's going to get there first. Robinot looking around, gets a pass away. And another pass now to Bonifu. Back to Robinot. Kicks it upfield. Completes it to Mabrook. Mabrook looking, trying to fit a kick through. It was deflected. Bounces out. And it's going to stay Brookline ball. Throw in, lost out again along that sideline. Wellesley throws it in. A pass forward from 67. West is going to come out and try and clear that one. It doesn't go that far. And a shot from 67 is going to bounce into the net. Kind of similar to Wellesley's first goal, as it was an attempted clear out from Brookline that just went to the wrong spot. And a right place, right time for the Wellesley attacker, taking the ball and sending it further than the goalie would be able to reach for that one. 4-2 now, the Brookline advantage, as Wellesley picks up their second goal of the day. That ball lost out of bounds. Wellesley still pushing, as this one cleared away by Robinot. Gonna bounce out of bounds. Brookline still with a multi-goal lead, but you can't rest until the triple whistle declares the end of the game. 39. Pass across to 73. Knocked loose by Imanetti. 75 sends a pass through, finds his target. 79 turns around, tries a shot, could not get the angle there as it flies out of bounds. The official just said 1 minute left. And so Brookline with the multi-goal lead, they're going to take things as slowly and leisurely as possible to kill off the clock and maintain their lead here at the end of the game. This kick blocked. Wellesley still trying to push, but Brookline breaks through with the ball. Pass up the line. Oscar Liu racing up with it. Liu headed down the sideline. Liu looking, stops, fights through a defender. Liu, a crosser, and Coker, almost a chance, but the goalie just barely manages to get a grip on it. Again, very physical with the goalie laid out to try and stop that one. Might have gotten bumped in the head on that play. But that is going to be the last play of the game, as that is the triple whistle, and that is your ball game. The final score, the Brookline High Warriors 4, the Wellesley High Raiders 2. Brookline with a strong offensive performance to carry them to victory, led by 2 goals from Takumi Terajima, 1 goal each from Alex Imanetti and Joseph Shapiro, 2 assists from Zach Sherland, and 1 assist from Luke Perez-Lawrence. Just a great performance on offense from Brookline today as we take one last look at the replay of the last goal Brookline scored. The second goal for Terajima, assisted by Sherland. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. If you enjoyed this live stream, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We got one last note in the live chat from Me and Music saying, "Way to go, Warriors," celebrating the victory. Thank you to all those who have contributed in the live chat today. If there's anything you'd like to say after this live stream is concluded, you can say it in the comment section down below. And you can also go down below to the description section of this video, where you can see some helpful links. First, a link to the official Venmo account of the Friends of BHS Soccer Booster Club, which supports all 6 Brookline High soccer teams, boys and girls, varsity, JV, and freshmen. And you can also find a link and phone number for our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Community Foundation. And then you can see some helpful links related to me, both in the description section and in the bottom right corner of your screen. My personal website, jessesports.com, where you can find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team. Or if you want to skip past all that, you can just email me directly with any questions, requests, or comments that you may have. I'll be posting highlights from this game here on this YouTube channel later tonight, but I also post highlights on my social media accounts on Instagram and Facebook, and you can see the links to those accounts, again, in the description section or in the bottom right corner of your screen. But for this live stream, that's going to do it. It's been a pleasure getting a chance to cover this Brookline High freshman boys soccer team once again here in 2025. Thank you all so much for watching. Final score, Brookline 4, Wellesley 2, from Sprague Field in Wellesley, Massachusetts. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.